Have you ever talked to anyone? Ever? A few of you? A couple of you? Okay, not Ken. Ken's a professor who's got students. He zips his lip. Okay. Have you ever talked to anyone and found that there was a miscommunication that went on? Someone that just didn't understand you, didn't get in touch with you? Yeah, that happened to me. Many, many years ago when I first was joining into the business world. I hadn't dropped my job. I was trying to get a job, in fact. I was temping. And as I was temping, I went around to different places as a temp. And you know how temping works. You go out there as temp. Basically, they have you in, and if they don't like you, they can throw you out and get somebody else in. You know, it's kind of like a washcloth. You know, you just got to be, once it gets dirty, you just throw it out, you get a new one in. So I was temping, and well, some people I connect with. Like there was one guy I remember. We'll call him Mr. Details. Got along with Mr. Details fine. He was a brown-haired guy. And he'd say something like, Tim, I want you to make 5 copies of this, double-sided, color, put the staple in the left corner, make sure the staple is right. You may have to reset the staple some of the things to make sure that staple is exactly right. Bring it back to me. I want to have these things then in alphabetical order as you go through them, and then bring it back and put it into my desk here, on my desk in the box marked papers. I thought, I like this guy. This is really working with me. Like, great. But there's other people that I didn't quite get along with. There's one guy I remember called, I'll call him Mr. Direct. Mr. Direct. He's a black-haired guy. He'd say, Tim, take these 5 pieces of paper and go out, bring them back 10 copies. I said, well, where do you want the staples? Do you want them color? Do you want them double-sided? I mean, do you want them just like loose check paper clip them? Why shouldn't Tim take these 10 copies out, bring them back stapled? Never really got along with Mr. Direct. There's another guy too, there called Mr. Doer. Red-haired guy, Mr. Doer. And he was just doing everything. Said, can I help you? No, Tim, I got it. Don't worry about it. Could I help you here? No, I got it. And then finally there's Mr. Support, blonde-haired guy. Tim, I want you to make 5 copies for me, but are you sure you're okay there? You need any help? That copy machine out there would be a little tricky, a little difficult. He said, no, I got it. Just get away. I'm fine here. Well, as you can guess, the problem came is that although Mr. Details I got along with fine, Mr. Direct, Mr. Doer, Mr. Support, not really so great. In fact, if I hadn't figured out how to get along with them, probably would have been thrown out of the job because we just weren't connecting. We just weren't communicating. You remember that feeling? Just not really communicating? Yeah, that's where I was. So I went to the internet. Fortunately, this is before artificial intelligence was there to prevent you from finding things. And I don't know if Google was even around. Many, many years ago. Whatever. Searched. And it was books. Remember books? I used to have books used to exist somewhere. I was reading, researching, whatever I used to do before the internet. And I found this thing about communication styles. I found there are different communication styles. And I discovered that my communication style is analytical. I like the details. But the problem is other people have different communication styles. And so they were interested in the details. So I had to learn how to deal with that. So for instance, with Mr. Direct, went back to Mr. Direct, and I said, okay, I'll take it. I took the copies, brought them back, stapled, did them whatever way I felt like right, and it was fine. No, he didn't care. Didn't matter. Mr. Doer, the trick was to wait. One day he'd come to me and say, Tim, I've got 5 meetings going on simultaneously, and I'm just trying to figure out, I just need to have these 5 copies done, and I can't possibly do it with all the time I have available. I said, okay, do it, bring it back. Mr. Support, it's just a matter of being nice. Support come in, Tim, are you sure you can? I'm okay, and I really, really appreciate how concerned you are about me. Thank you very much. You made me feel very warm, very loved. Grosses out Ken, but really, it worked for Mr. Support. And once I started doing that, I started getting along with people. Just started getting along with people, I kept my job. And the tempo was very important. And as time went on, I found more about my own style, how to make my own style work with others. And you can do the same thing too. First, there is the internet today. There wasn't back then, but there is the internet today. Just Google communication styles test. They'll have all sorts of different tests. Whatever test you take is fine. But just Google it, find out what's your communication style. And you'll find out, okay, this is the way I am. This is the way I like. These are people I normally get along with. But at work, at business, with your friends, you'll discover, oh, this is their communication style. This is how they work. This is how they interact. And then you'll start having better be able to connect, be able to get along with them, better be able to really work with them. Now, it won't necessarily be awkward or uncomfortable. For that, you turn to Mark, and he can tell you all about how to do that. But it will help you better communicate, better get involved, and better really bond with people and get along and be happy with them. So, you're going out there in the world, and you're talking to people. Make sure you're understood, not misunderstood, and you get along with people. Find out your communication style and make your world better, and make sure you keep your job.